Hey, this is Carrie from Wrap Your Head Around Silks. This is the Expecting Aerials podcast, now with the Digitant Network. Thanks so much for joining me and tuning in. If you haven't yet, please check out the Artist Entrepreneur podcast. I co-host it with Noah Dock and Amanda Ritchie. Join us as we navigate our artistic businesses. And just announced, I'll be at NECA, the New England Center for Circus Arts, January the 2nd through the 4th. So it's a silk submersion, 11 hours of silks on their 30-foot plus ceilings. If you want to start the year off with some serious training, let's get your mittens and your coat and let's go to Vermont and train. All right. If you guys are interested, my comprehensive online course for beginner to intermediate silks, anywhere you are in the world, check that out. And then Aerial Rehab is an online course. If you are coming back from pregnancy, injury, or surgery, it is meant to be the bridge between PT and your favorite aerial class. I'm teaching all over the place this fall, and check it out, and let's get started. Oh, how are you, JLo? Lo. I miss you.
I'm doing okay. I miss you too.
Girl, I just wanted to know from the holiday guides if I could just quit now. That's what I want to know. I feel like I can quietly quit. I want to quietly quit really badly.
Oh my gosh, what's happening?
Nothing. It just feels like, okay, back when we were younger, we didn't get a full week off for Thanksgiving. Okay?
Correct, yeah.
And so that was hard in its own way because you're basically like so hurried to travel and come back in 3 days.
Yeah.
And I used to do that to see my family. But now we have that. Do you guys have the same thing where the kids are off the whole week?
Yes.
Now, what I'm learning is getting my engine started back up for 3 weeks is like really hard. Are you feeling that too?
Well, I think so. I got the week off, because I work at a school.
Yes. You work at a school.
So I think it's not necessarily like the holiday family gears are hard to like get moving, but the work, like knowing that, okay, I have 3 weeks and then I have 3 weeks off, like just hang in there. Like that's the struggle for me.
Well, and I'm not necessarily, I have so many jobs. Like right now I have 3 jobs. I have my own aerial business. I work at an aerial studio. And then, I don't know if you know now, but I started working at a Pilates gym.
Yeah. Congrats.
Which is great. I'm not feeling like I'm no energy there. I did. Like I was there for 5.5 hours today and I was fine. But what I'm having a hard time doing is like, I'm having a hard time doing like everything outside of actually working with clients. Like,
like the admin-y stuff.
Yeah, that's the stuff that I'm having a really hard time motivating for. And usually I'm really good at that stuff, about that stuff. Like I'll like check off the list. I'll get into this mode and it's just like check the boxes and I feel like I'm on fire and I don't know, that fire is dwindling right now.
Well, you just added a 3rd job.
I know. And you know what's crazy too? I'm starting to figure out that my health insurance is going to be off the fucking charts.
Yeah.
And I actually haven't even looked exactly with the number because I am usually like I'm on Obamacare because I don't have a company, right?
Yeah.
So I mean, luckily I have an opportunity to go full time at this Pilates place.
Yeah.
But I turned down full time in the first place because it would have made my life untenable.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because 30 hours a week to go full time is great because that's 10 hours less than normal that you would need. But like giving 30 hours a week to a job right now and having my aerial stuff, it's just like I wouldn't make it.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to figure out health insurance and how to have all that and then have my sanity.
Yeah.
But you guys, I've invited JLo back on the pod. She's been on many times over the years because she is my fire. She lights my fire. She's a social worker. She's a lifetime aerial hobbyist.
Yes.
She's now a mom of 2, and she's my guiding light. She's my guiding light, my friends.
Stop.
I have a bunch of people like that in my life, but you are definitely one of them.
Oh. you.
And I wanted to talk and to give, to commiserate and to give light to the mom struggle during the holidays, during this time. And I thought you would be the perfect person to gab about that.
You want to know something funny? So the other day I texted my bestie and I was like, do you do Elf on the Shelf?
Oh my God.
She has
fucking
two
Elf on the
kids.
Shelf. Okay.
And
I'm ready for it.
and she's like, I do not. And I was so proud of her, but also I was like, I'm feeling a little guilty that I am not interested in doing Elf on the Shelf. Like I admire my friends like who have the creativity
Yes.
and interest to do it, but I don't even have the interest to do it. But I see the ways that their kids enjoy it, and I'm like, then I feel a little bad, not a lot bad, just a little bit bad that I
Okay.
don't want to do it.
The big question is, okay, you have one kid in the territory of my wanting to want this, right? Is it both?
Yes.
It's just the
Well,
oldest one because she is now 6, right? Or 7. 7.
she's 7. I
She's
feel
7.
like the little one would also enjoy it too.
But is the little one like seeing the Elf on the Shelf and wondering why her house doesn't have it?
She has never
Okay.
mentioned it. The older one asked me once last year. She was
Same.
talking about
Same.
it.
Same.
And I just was like, that's so nice that your friend has an elf who visits. And I did not say anything else. And she read the room and she never asked me.
Okay, listen. One other parent said this, and I thought it was genius, but also a trouble starter if my kid tells this to her friends at school. But this parent said, well, honey, Elf on the Shelf only visits you if you're naughty and has to watch you like a hawk.
I do like that.
It's nice, right? Because it makes you feel like your kid's like, oh yeah, I behave. I don't need a watchful eye. But then what if she goes to school and was like, oh, you must be a naughty little boy if you have Elf on the Shelf at home.
But the premise of Elf on the Shelf is the whole like
Watching you.
watchful eye thing, which I don't know.
Okay, who came up with this shit, by the way? Because we should
I
hang
have
them up.
no idea, but like, okay,
Was it a marketing ploy?
I have no idea.
Oh God, you guys listeners, tell me
Is
what's
it a
going on.
book? Did
I
someone
don't
write
know.
the book first?
I don't know, but oh my God, I'm so mad about it, and I'm not even doing it.
Yeah. I'm mad that I even feel this itty bitty amount of guilt because
Yes.
it's stupid.
It's stupid times 2 times whatever to infinity because it's just a way for parents, mostly moms, to do more fucking work
Yes.
over December.
Yes. Yes. And while again, like I give mad props to my friends who do the like funny, comical,
I know.
cutesy, magical things, and I love that for them. And I'm like okay with not wanting to do it and yet not okay with not wanting to do it.
Well, I think it helps that my kid hasn't asked yet this holiday.
Yeah.
So God, I don't know. I'm just like, because it's like there's already things kind of peppered into December that make it hard to quietly quit like I want to in my heart of hearts. And the Elf on the Shelf is a good example of like not being able to quit at all because you have to do it every night.
That's ridiculous.
It's ridiculous.
It's ridiculous to me because I'm just like, I'm out here just trying to do my job, pick up my children, feed them, wash them, love them, like help the older one do homework. And like that brings me to like 8:30 p.m.
Yeah. Yeah. And then to add something on top of that also has a creative element to it. So, I mean, the mental load, so I've been irritated about mental load because the thing is with partnerships, it's really hard to start, tit for tatting. It is really not a good idea. And like keeping score. What are you doing here?
Hi, Bean.
Okay, you say hi, but you gotta go. You can't be in here right now.
Oh, why?
We're talking about Santa. Look at her face. She stopped. We're talking about Santa. You cannot be in here right now. I'm sorry.
Don't talk about, I want your phone.
You want my phone? Here, I have my phone. Go to the other room now.
No.
No, you can't sit in here. We're talking about Santa. I'm sorry.
About my gifts?
If you're getting them, are you getting them?
Yes.
Go. You can take my phone with you, but you must.
But Mommy,
you can. We are talking about Santa. You cannot be in here.
I don't want Santa to get me a present.
Okay, we have to talk about how she doesn't want Santa getting her gifts, but let's get to that in a second. Okay, the mental load of moms, and I don't want to exclude all papas in this because I know some papas have a lot of the mental load, but like traditionally and apparently presently, this mama has so much of the mental load of the household. And it just like, I took a Saturday off and I don't want to, it's not like I'm so mad about it, but it's just so typical. Because my partner also doesn't have a lot of time. And so I took Saturday off and wanted to sleep in and stuff. And he pokes his head and he's like, I'm going to get my oil changed. I'm like, motherfucker. Like, I couldn't take the day because he was like, okay, now you're not here. So then I can get my stuff done. But there was no conversation about it. And I do have more hours in the house and to myself because my businesses are mine.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Like all of them are. Like, you know, that's what they even call it, the gym. Like, it's your schedule, it's your business. You can do. So I understand that he needs to get his oil changed in his car. It's not like he's going out drinking with the buddies in the middle of the afternoon, which he doesn't do in the first place.
Yeah.
But I'm just like, well, next time I'm just going to keep all my hours on the schedule and go take care of my stuff during those times. Like,
you know, my husband and I have had a lot of conversations about the mental load.
yeah.
And we are in a much better place, but it has taken us years to get to a place where it feels, I mean, and there's still areas where we could tweak things, but it feels more balanced, but it's taken a lot of work.
Okay, so can you give us some tips on how to get this
to
navigate that?
Well, okay. So the nature of like some of the evolutions in our partnership was he was in the TV and film business for a long time, and that field is just really hard, right? It's really hard because your hours aren't fixed. You're going from gig to gig. You can work 16-hour days starting at like 3 a.m. So anyways, and I hope he doesn't mind me sharing this, but like it took me a while to really be able to ask for what I needed.
Okay.
And I did ask for him from some really hard things. I was like, I want to support you in your dream to getting into this certain area of the TV and film business, but it is destroying me because I am working full time and caregiving full time. And that was a long process for him, like to make some very difficult choices, but he ended up leaving that industry because it just wasn't working. So that was like a major thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And now he's in a much more like stable work where he works his 8 hours. He's home. We know what his schedule is. And part of it was, again, this took a while, but for me, even realizing that I took on a lot because I love him a lot. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And it's so strange because I feel like in general, I have good boundaries, but I realize.
Oh, yeah, you do actually. Yeah. I like try to model myself after JLo's boundaries. I'm like, damn.
But with him, because I love him so much, and I want him to reach his goals, I was willing to sacrifice a lot. But it got to the point where it just was like not sustainable. So I think being able to have some very, very honest conversations, very vulnerable conversations was part of our process, making some very big sacrifices. And we also at one point, I can't remember what worksheet I found, but I printed out this worksheet where it just like has
Oh, you're telling me about this. Yes.
all these different tasks that like you typically do that you may not think of like right off the top of your head. And then you just do them separately. You like check off what you do. And mine was like double what he does. And I was like, hey, look at the numbers. Like this can't keep going on. Like we need to be able to get to the point where I don't need to think about the meals. Like when, like I just, like that was a big thing, right? Like feeding the children and thinking about what to feed the children, when to feed the children, right? Like that's an example of the mental load. But he's just like, oh, well, if they get fed whenever, it's whatever. But it's not whatever because if they get fed too late, they will be hangry. And then we will have a whole other issue. So that really helped us, like sitting down, looking at the like lists and being like, I will straight up tell him, I was like, I don't want to have to think about that at all. And like, for example, there was this one month I walk in to pick up the little one from preschool and they post a reminder about tuition. And I was like, oh my God, it's tuition. Like, and I asked the front office, I was like, did he drop off the tuition? And she's like, yeah, like he brought it by. And I was like, oh my gosh, we have made so much progress.
Yeah, good for you guys.
I wasn't even thinking about tuition. I didn't have to remind. I didn't have to write the check. He just did it. And I told him that. I was like, I am really proud of us because I completely forgot it was tuition day and I didn't have to worry about it. Like you did it. So that like I've literally said, I don't want to have to think about it. You do it. and he for the most part does.
And then the other thing I wanted to talk about is fucking Spirit Week. So
I have a funny story about that.
It's coming, JLo. Spirit Week is fucking coming.
I work in a school.
Okay, so the thing is, if you are many years or children into this process, you probably have stuff in the house and you can just whip it out of your ass. You tell me your story, please.
Okay. So this is last year. Ari was in kindergarten and I don't know. It was a Spirit Day theme, and I just was like, whatever. And she said something like, she wasn't full blown upset, but she's like, Mommy, it was ugly sweater day, and I didn't have an ugly sweater day. And I was like, look, child, Spirit Weeks are for children who don't want to go to school. You go to school, so you don't need to dress up with an ugly sweater because you want to go to school.
Did it work?
She was like, oh, okay.
Well, the thing is that the feelings that come up for me is that there are some parents, and I don't want to take away from those parents, and their kid is dressed up like Cindy Lou Who, had a fucking like, it's just so full out. Like they have the cone underneath the hair that is sprayed perfectly, and they have the little extra nose tip.
I know.
It is colored red.
See, this is the thing. Because at my school, part of why we have Spirit Week is to encourage kids to want to come to school.
Right, because they're wanting to quit like I do right now.
Yeah, because it's like, why?
So this is a motivation.
Yeah, it's supposed to motivate kids. So my jaded mind is just like, I send my kid to school. I don't need to be motivated. My kid doesn't need to be motivated because she goes to school. Like,
I mean, I kind of understand this, but it's just kind of like the homework for the kindergartners, where it's just like this big chore for the parent. And I don't even have more than one kid. Some people have multiple kids. They have multiple things that they have to line up, and I don't know. See, this is why I can't go full time at one of my jobs. I'll die.
well, okay. So I repeated the story to my colleagues, right?
Okay, sure.
And one of them, she used to work at the school that my daughter goes to. And she was like, Miss Lupo, you can't do that because all the kids at that school love Spirit Week. And I'm just like, okay. Okay,
Oh
I
my
guess
God.
that's the culture of being a good parent is that they're excited about these things. So, but then once I remember it was like crazy hair day.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. She must have been in TK. I think she was in TK. It was crazy hair day, and I tried to do crazy hair for her, and she just lost it. She like melted out because she hated it. And so I was like, I can't win.
Right, because now you're trying.
Now I'm trying.
And she hates it because she probably looks crazy because the thing is crazy
Yeah,
hair.
crazy hair day. So I just try and do my best. I'll pay attention to like the flyers that come home and I'll talk to her about it and be like, what would you like to do? You know what I mean? And if we have something, then great. But I'm not gonna go
And
out,
buy something.
then I'm not gonna do that. That's where I draw the line. I'm not making a special trip
Listeners,
just to buy
you
something
should
for
see her
Spirit Week.
hand choreography right now. She's like cutting her flat palm against the camera. She's like, no, not happening. Also, can we talk about the mental load? Because I know my partner's not having these conversations about Spirit Week.
You know what? Nate does.
He does?
He reads
Okay.
the flyers and he's like, okay, honey, it's crazy sock day.
Okay.
What do you want to do for crazy?
Okay, we can add this to Carrie's side of the mental load because Asa, well, also, it's not just for the more basic reason. It's also because if he were to look at the Spirit Week thing on the calendar, he would say, oh, fuck that. You know what I'm saying? He doesn't have any parent guilt around it. Whereas I might do some type of version of that. I mean, the fact that I'm even talking about it right now means that I have some feelings about it because it just means more. So, okay, here's one good thing. So, I'm sure you've been hearing this a lot because you work in a school. There's something called 6-7.
Oh, yes. Oh,
JLo, can you give me a better description of what 6-7 is or what it represents? Because I still can't figure that out.
I mean, honestly, it's the equivalent of 3-6-9, damn good time. Come on, girls, suck it to me one more time. You know what I mean?
I love that you pull out some R&B from the late,
Or like,
the early
what-
90s
What
or
what's that?
2000s.
Like Beavis and Butthead? What did they say?
I don't know, but I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, like I feel like it's just the equivalent of that. Like that it makes you feel like you belong, even though it may not mean anything.
Well, and then if the adults say it's so weird, it's
Yes,
like,
yes,
oh,
absolutely.
cringe. Okay, yeah. So they had the school leaned into it, and they had a 6-7 day on a Spirit Day on a Friday.
Yes,
you guys
we
have
did.
done that too? Okay. Everybody's gotten the memo. So they leaned into it. And like, instead of buying earrings that say 6-7, which by the way, if they sold them, I probably would have picked them up for $4. I don't care.
Okay.
But I didn't do that. And what was a blessing is that she was happy to paint with her Crayola paint a big 6'7" on a tank top we would have thrown away otherwise.
I love it. That's
so at
wonderful.
least she's cool with that, because I was like, this is all you're getting, little girl.
That's wonderful. I love it.
Here we are. So over the years, maybe I'll have little things in the house where I can put this together and it won't stress me out at all. But that's part of it. So Elf on the Shelf not happening in my family. And the last thing is Santa. Okay, so this is what has happened with Santa in this household. Number one, our family friend has convinced Bean that Santa is his great grandfather.
I love that.
And that he can call him at any moment. And our friend Zacchaeus, who comes over on the holidays, always will do a fake phone call and call Santa and tell him if she's been naughty or nice.
Oh my God.
And after many times of this, Bean sometimes out of nowhere will say to me, Mommy, I think maybe we call him Kia, is telling the truth and he is related.
Oh.
And I'm like, I don't really have any evidence to show us the other way. So I don't know what to tell you. What do you think? And so she thought about it and she decided she doesn't want any presents from Santa because it's unreliable.
Oh. That's
unreliable.
Wow.
She said because this whole thing about like being naughty and it's dependent on something. I don't know what this says about me. She wants all the gifts to come from Mom because I think in her heart she'll know she'll get them. I don't know if it's because I'm dependable or if I'm a softie. I'm not really sure which way this will go. But
this is very interesting.
Is it? Okay, now tell me your thoughts on this.
Well, I mean, the logic is
it's kind of sound, actually.
Yeah, it's sound. I mean, if this is an option, if this is the way that I get the presents and it's dependent on my behavior, well, I might as well go with Mom because I know Mom will give me what I want.
Like, I did not expect this. Like, I really Santa was such a big thing and is a big thing for so many kids. I'm going to put a spoiler warning on this. I don't think anybody's listening to this with their child, but because I do cuss quite a bit. Yeah. But so Bean has said that Santa is not dependable. Oh. And she also, reads the stories and stuff, blah, blah, blah. So anyways, there's that. And I don't know what else to tell you. I just, wow, I didn't ever expect that.
I have the opposite problem.
What happened?
So, okay, we went to this thrift store that is for kids, and there was this huge Barbie dream house. And both of my kids were like, what? Like, we want this house that's as tall as me. And I was like, you need to get rid of all your toys if you want that, because we do not have space for a toy.
Because we live in California. We don't have space.
We live in a condo. And so I was like, if you are willing to give away nearly all the toys in your room, I will buy that for you. And then she goes, I need to write a letter to Santa. I need to give him my list. And I was like, okay, honey, that's fine. And then she's like, I'm going to put Barbie Dream House. And I was like, but Mommy told you that, Mommy and Daddy would get you a Barbie Dream House if you give away all your toys. And she's like, yeah, but I want Santa to
Oh, God. So what are you going to do now?
I did tell her, I was like, you know what? Santa has the same expectation. Give away all your toys to make space for Barbie Dream House.
Oh my God, the lying that ensues in December is so much lying.
So I don't know. I was a little offended that she's like, I don't want it from you.
Oh my God. No, because she's trying to skip the requirement.
I guess.
So
Yeah.
here's another perspective. And I didn't know if you're going to go get the vintage one at the thrift store, if you're going to go buy her a new one. But
We're not buying new. I'm not buying that new.
This is what I'm saying.
Okay.
So much perspective, because guess who has a sparkling new Barbie dream house already?
Bean.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she has one. She also has the sparkling new Barbie Jeep, which she got last year.
Stop it. Was that a Santa gift or a mommy and daddy gift?
You know what? I think she's put together that me and Asa buy her everything and she's fine with it. And she hears all the thing about Santa. I think she just completely ignores it now because she's like, well, this is what I want. Me and mommy went online shopping on her phone and I saw the link and she put it in her cart. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, oh my God, it's a whole new world. Anyways, yeah, I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. Also, here's one of the other issues I'm having. But I did say my piece. Bean actually asked for mommy and papa to stop fighting for Christmas, and I told her absolutely not.
Oh, absolutely not.
Well, because she doesn't want any conflict. I'm like, if I have something to say, and I need to make my point, I need to make myself heard. I'm absolutely. And if you feel like that is an argument, that's okay.
Yeah.
Because your father has points too, and both of us have to have that push and pull because I see my life as it is, and I forget things all the time that he's doing. And he doesn't see / forgets half the shit that I'm doing to keep this household running. You know? So like when we have to have these conversations, she's not often sleeping or without us. You know what I'm saying? So no, you're not getting that.
Yeah, and I think like as long as she's seeing disagreement and repair, right? That's the most important part of seeing how do you resolve conflict in a constructive and respectful way.
Well, I mean, I wouldn't go as far to say that we resolve conflict in like a super amazing way. A lot of times it's like, oh, it's been 8 hours and I forgot what I was mad about, but like I'm not really sure if that's happening. But like, for example, so like Bean and I, we're together a lot and we're like looking at my phone and she picks out what she wants. And sometimes I'll send a link to Asa so I'm not buying everything. And I send it. He's like, what is this? I was like, Bean asked for this. He's like, no, I'm getting her something else. I'm getting her another gift. And I was like, yeah, but she asked for this. So that means I'm getting her more gifts? He's like, I don't know what's going on between you two. I'm getting her something else. And I was like, mother effer. Here we are. I have so many things to talk about, JLo. That's why I have a podcast so I can bitch about my life. Everything's fine, you guys. Everything's totally fine.
Dude.
It's okay.
You know, I try to and I adopted this mentality after Aria was born because I had a lot of postpartum anxiety and I was like, you know what? I don't need to shoot for 100% as a parent. If I shoot for 50%, I will still overshoot and hit a passing grade and it'll be fine. And you know what? It's been fine. So
you get somewhere in the middle and you're happy with it.
Exactly.
No, it's good.
That because I just was like, you know what? I always know I'm gonna do more, right?
Yes.
I'm gonna do my best. So maybe I just need to reset my expectations of myself. And so that she knows, like my kids know, like, oh, I don't have to be perfect. Mommy's not perfect.
I say this all the time. I'm not perfect. And here we go. Question. Would you say in your household there is a default parent, and who is it?
Me. I mean,
I love how you said that. Oh, me.
we're working on it because like the 3-year-old is like Velcro baby.
Oh, we call it a Velcro baby when they stick to your side and they do not leave.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
She's, but okay. Like for example, she nursed until she was almost 3.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And, you know, I was like, okay, honey, when you turn 3, no more boobies. And she'd be like, okay. Like she was like reticent about that. So that's an example of how she's like, you know, Velcro baby. But like I think what triggers me is when we're both home and I just want to break from the nighttime
I,
routine
yeah.
because my husband works in the evenings. So a lot of the times it's just me. And when she's like, Mama, pat me, I'm like, gosh, dang it. My daddy can pat you just fine. That's like, and then I will like, I'll like glare at my, I'll be like, just pat her. And he's like, she's requesting you. And I'm like, so what? But of course, I still go in there and pat her. But I'm sure at some point she won't need to be patted to sleep and I'll miss it. So it's one of those
I
things
know. It's
where
one of
it's
those things
like,
too.
just be in the moment. I'm like, I can be in the moment and still be irritated.
Oh my God, yes. But you're right, because the thing is, Bean is gonna, you know, I would have edited this out, listeners, but Bean was just in here, just begging to be in here with me. And the thing is that one day she's not gonna want to be around me at all, and I'm gonna fucking cry about it. But there's no balance. That's the problem. It's like,
Yeah.
your second child is what you describe as a Velcro baby compared to your first. Bean, if there came a second child in this house and was more Velcro than her, it would be called cement baby, because this baby is a Velcro fucking
Oh,
baby.
yeah.
Bean wants to be with me, on me, everything. Like when her papa has to go out of town, she doesn't cry. Like she cry, like it's bad. You know what I'm saying? So we enjoy that, but then also there's, there's the other side of that where it's just like, there's some days where I'm just like, I can't have somebody on my body anymore. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you have two. I can't even, JLo, I can't imagine.
Well,
having
the
two.
older one, like she still will like hug and like want to snuggle, but and I don't know. I guess this is just part of having like siblings. Um she's not as clingy anymore, you know.
Okay. Yeah.
And I mean like when Arya was really, really little, like we co-slept for a while.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. The little one is like she wants uppies and sometimes I'm carrying a whole bunch of stuff and I'm like, I can't do uppies.
Uppies is like, pick her
Like,
up.
pick me up. Like, and she will just be so offended and just like fall out on the floor. Doesn't matter. In the middle of the garage, parking garage, just
Yeah. Yeah.
throw her knees and just wail. Like
I kind of want to do that right now. You know what I'm saying?
It's okay if you need to do that.
I taught 2 Pilates classes today, and I was like I always try to give a permission structure to like breathe like a primal animal.
Yeah.
Because I feel like when you're working out, you should try to get those vibes out.
Yeah.
So I'm like, glass, like for the breathing. And I'm like, do they think I'm crazy or do they feel like they want to do it too? You know what I'm saying? So it's my gratitude. My gratitude for today is that I have a job where I can exercise. That's my gratitude.
Yeah. That's wonderful. I'm so glad it's like working out and
I know.
you like the people. And
I do like the people. They're
that's
great.
so important.
It is. JLo, I miss you like crazy.
I know. I miss you too.
Are you making it to Ariel here and there?
I am.
Good.
Yes. I am going to a traincation with Aerial Physique in January.
Oh, where are you going?
Have you heard of this? No. It's just at Aerial Physique, but it's like 3 days.
Oh,
And
they
like,
got smart. I'm leading one of those, except on the other side of the country.
Oh, yes. Wait, is that the NECA?
Yeah, I'm at NECA, and it's like 11 hours of like class time in 3 days.
Yeah.
Same type of thing, right?
Yeah. So I'm doing that. Yes. So I am trying to stay, Ariel strong.
Yeah. Yeah, even with all your things, plus Spirit Week.
Yes. And I've come around to it because before I wouldn't really dress up for Spirit Weeks, but
Oh, are you doing
now
it now?
I am. I'm doing it
Oh,
now.
I love it.
Yeah.
Oh, JLo, I miss you like crazy.
I know. I miss you too.
My listeners, if you would honor me with a 5-star rating and review, I would appreciate it forever. It is the hardest thing about being a podcaster is to get your podcast out to the people who want to listen. So the best way to do that is to have a good star rating and just ride that algorithm. So I really appreciate if you guys would just open the Apple app and leave me a review. It makes such a difference. I appreciate you. I also have Greener Grass with Digitent Podcasts with my friend Kelly McVeigh. If you want to hear my voice twice a week, it's there for you. It's light, it's heartfelt, and we bring on some really amazing guests. All right, my friends, over and out. This is Carrie from Wrap Your Head Around Silks. This is The Expecting Aerialist.